Melody. Music.
Welcome, my geek paladins. I am Cyan, your snarky wizard. And today we're gonna have a little conversation about a new movie, The Joker.
Image transmission for recalibrating.
This movie is a new take on one of the most iconic characters from Batman universe, the Joker, giving him greater depth and even made him more reliable to the general public, transforming him in a tragic figure and not the complete psychopath that we love. This new take had raised a lot of controversy and, in my humble opinion, unjustified critique. And I will talk about it at the end of this video. But first, the review. The story starts with Arthur, who lives with his sickly mother, Penny, a woman who formerly worked for Thomas Wayne. Yeah, Thomas Wayne, the father of Bruce Wayne, the person who will become Batman. Well, not in Flashpoint, that was Thomas Wayne who became Batman, but anyway. This woman thinks the world of him, despite the fact that the social division in Gotham and the cost of life is getting worse. Arthur is the man of the house and works like a rent clown, which is pretty ironic because he had this big dream to make the world smile. Unfortunately, he's failing miserably. Between a condition that made him loud at inappropriate times, constantly getting beaten up, government budget cuts, which led him to be unable to afford his medication, a family secret, and the realization that people laugh at the pain of others. It starts a ghastly transformation in him. As the trailers say, I used to think my life was a tragedy, but then I learned it's a comedy. I really don't want to give you more details and ruin the movie for you, but I can tell you this piece is hypnotic, horrifying, and addictive. All the characters are well developed, the dialogues are flawless, and of course the performance of Joaquin Phoenix is sublime. His movement, eyes expression, and that insane sadness and distress overtone or theme that he added to his laugh makes you want to help him and hug him and at the same time be completely scared of him. The movie is packed with little details that enrich the feelings and emotion of Arthur and the world that surrounds him, and also have a lot of Easter eggs for us who are comics fans. Now let's go into talk about the controversy. There are some ugly and uncomfortable truths lying in plain sight. Some will say it shows someone suffering when he lets society have its way with him and freed him when he has his way with society. And that is a step further to chaos and anarchy. But in reality, that is not the central message. I think that the director wants to show us how detached we are to each other, because when we ignore less fortunate beings or just decide that a victim of society or violence or illness, we are supporting the victim to victimizer paradigm. We cannot ignore the fact that we should fight for programs that give aid to those that are not able to help themselves. On the other hand, let's face it, if you watch a movie or a series with a violent protagonist like Dexter or Hannibal or Spartacus, and later you want to go out and emulate him, dude, you need help. Self-control and society rules are there for a reason. And as I mentioned with some of the previous examples, we are more compelled to like great characters. And the reason is pretty simple. We are gray. That duality is a fundamental part of humanity. And I have to confess, is one of the principal reasons why I have always disliked the character of Superman. Too goody good for me, too boring. I invite you to watch the movie and judge it by yourself. I insist it's not the first anti-hero, villain, fictional, or protagonist that had been portrayed in a video, book, comic, game, or other media, which is a real shame. Is that I'm pretty sure that the topic of the movie will kill its nomination for an Oscar. And that is the real crime. We are living in this fantasy media world where not pretty and shiny things are discarded, and that isn't real. We are living inside the Brave New World novel. That was all. I hope you enjoyed this little discussion about the Joker. Please don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Be one of the geek paladins. We need to fight against the crimes they're committing against our culture. Bye bye.